This is Steve from the NSAF here with Coach Bill Schmidt here at the Kultan Keihas Javelin Clinic here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina this weekend. Coach Bill, we've seen a lot of outstanding young throwers this weekend. You've had a chance to look at them for a couple days, and how impressed have you been with the potential of some of these kids?
Well, they all have potential, and it does take a lot of dedication and focus. And with the individuals that are here, they're here for a reason. So the fact is that they've decided to come here, and the other athletes have been invited to be here. So there's potential all the way around. But to see the dedication and work and the focus that they have in the workouts, the warm-ups, as well as the throws, it's great to see. And the dedication's there, and if they follow through and continue to train, they'll succeed.
I just have been so impressed myself this weekend, my first time here, by not only the instruction with the throwing in the classroom, but also with all the drills and circuit training that these kids get. I imagine some of them are going to get home and look around their house and see how they can develop a circuit with, all the pieces of equipment they have and what they need to add. And the kids just get so much for the long-term development and what they can do, in the off season to be able to really prepare themselves for next spring, don't they?
Well, it's an all-around sport. I can remember in high school, literally track was, basically 2 months long, and you threw for a couple weeks, and that was about it, depending on the weather. And if you're in the northern part of the country, it's even shorter. So given the opportunity to realize that there are drills, and you don't have to, you don't get better by just throwing. You get better by training, and the more training you do, more concentrated training you do, as well as training the right way, with a lot more film study, and particularly in this day and age with YouTube, you can get on there and see any athlete across the country, across the world, and see what they're doing right, and literally take away a lot of key things, not only from their throwing, but also their training that they have. So if you give them a plan and they're dedicated to it with the focus, they'll get better.
And talk about what makes the javelin special among all throws. It's really totally unlike the other throws, and I think without the kind of specific coaching that folks like you and Barry and Jeff have, it's very difficult to get really reach your potential. Talk about some of the intricacies of this event that sort of make it unique and special.
Well, the other throws, not taking anything away from, it's good to see an implement thrown and go far. With the javelin, it's a build-up. The throw may be from a run-up of 100 feet as opposed to across an 8-foot circle or the like. And watching something go, 100 yards, 300 feet or thereabouts, and the flight is just absolutely beautiful, and to watch it. But the fact is that even if you're a kid, I don't care how old you are or whatever sport you're in, you're always trying to see how far you can throw something. Give some kid a baseball or a girl softball, they're going to say, let's see how far you can throw it. And the same thing with a football. How far can you throw it? So it's an easy transition. And a lot of the throwers are former quarterbacks or softball players in the case of women. So it gives them an option in the spring as well. The key is that you've got other sports that, if you're a good athlete, you're going to transition into track, as opposed to having a season or a particular sport that you practice all year round. And if you're going to get good at anything, you have to have that dedication as well as the routine and the workout and a plan to work out all year long.
I was, surprised and impressed also to note how many, long jumping and triple jumping type skills are incorporated in the run-up. How your running and jumping really needs to be a strong part of this throwing event, which you don't really consider when you think of other throwing events.
Now, the javelin is linear. You come down a runway, you do bounding, similar from a takeoff standpoint. You plant with the left foot, or in the case of a long jump, you're taking off from your left foot. So there's a lot of similarities, and you get that speed. And I think under most conditions, American javelin throwers underestimate the importance of running. They get in the lane and they're not comfortable with it. So we try to go ahead and give them an opportunity to feel comfortable in the lane, do a variety of skills and position, not just get big, but get strong, keep those muscles that are long, and get explosive, be reactive and very active in the runway and in the throw.
Does this program give you a lot of hope and heart that the United States can break their medal drought in the javelin and have some success in the next 5 to 10 years?
I think the key is we've gone ahead and literally sown the seeds, and the fact is that we've got some girls, particularly from a program that's working and speaks well. We haven't had as great success with the boys, and hopefully we'll do that as well, and hopefully they're able to go ahead and continue after college to be successful.
All right, well, thank you very much, Coach.
They're out to get you.